Hey Neppers, it's me, Wild Neptune. Today, just show you my most recent best run in the new Great Rift event in CZN. Let's go. The first team, as you're gonna see in a second here, a little bit jank, unfortunately. Had to get kind of lucky, but like no mulligan here. Also, no epiphany on this ballista. That's all well and good. This shadow reload, even though it's the best one, usually on this team, it actually sucks because we can't actually, activate it at all, except for one card. Oh, this is lucky though. Getting this Reason Blade this early on is something that will really help us potentially, actually let us clear this. The other thing too is that sometimes I just don't do enough damage to kill it within the 5 turns with this team. Just because, of the drawing and stuff like that. Have to get lucky and everything. Other times too, I just don't draw enough AoE, right, to kill the ads. But hopefully we don't run into that here. Like right here, I have to do 2 sets of AoE on the ads, hopefully, but I think I can get there. Yeah, okay. Even if I whip here, okay, we got there. Like, even if I whip there, I could get the 5 to do the ballista there, but we got the 2 AoEs we need to kill them, which is pretty nice. And if you're wondering why I have to kill the ads, is to get these stacks of Remnants of Thought down to 0. Because if they're not at 0, then when this reaches 0, the countdown, the boss will fill my hand up with a bunch of really bad garbage. Now, the boss is still gonna fill my hand up with garbage even after, these are reduced to 0. The difference is, I'm gonna get some good garbage this time. So let's just use this now, because it's gonna leave because I don't want it in my hand next turn. And also, let's use all of these here. Okay, we can use the prep too. Just because, get it out of our deck also, so we don't get it again. And yeah. Alright. So, there that goes. So now, this is the good garbage, right? Draw 1, weaken all enemies, exhaust. Let's do this a bunch of times here. I guess I could do that to lock in for a second. Get the morale it gives me. Alright, so this is where you want to try to do the bulk of your damage. Right? You really want to try to push as much damage as you can, within this window. So just, use all of the attacks, use all of the cards, use all the skills, do all the damage. Do everything. Right? It's like, I should use my ballista here. Because alright, there we go. Let's get that. Let's go 1, 2. Let us do that. Also, sure, Kawaki for free. Bump the ballista a little bit. There we go. Some more damage. More damage. Okay, let's do that. It's pretty good. And let's hit with this. Oh, we got the ballista. Pretty lucky. Go boom, boom. The agonies hit. Pretty good. So, I have 1 turn now to kill it. We'll get into the next phase, which is perfectly fine. Normally, if it's like normally about like 15k or so with this setup. It's relatively safe unless you get really unlucky. But 15k is what I aim for here. But this is, much much safer in terms of getting it. You can just finish it off with this here. Okay. So from experience, you're always going to finish with like, just below 160k on the first phase. And the second phase is where you want to start pushing your damage. And that is because... And that's why we want to kill the first phase fast. So we get the 10 plus 10 plus 5. So I have 10 full turns now doing damage here. So here, let's get rid of 1, 2, 3. Keep the Adagio in these two. Okay, so let's use these here. Keep the gear bag. We can use this here. Let's use it on... where's the one that's activated? This one. On that one, actually. And let's use that there. Alright. Did it get it on damage? Let's Adagio away the bullet. Cool. Okay. There we go. Use that upgrade there. Let's use a snack time now to get rid of this Ant Therapy in my deck, to get rid of it for now. Sure. In Confiscation. Got the gear bag, top that. Really good. Okay, cool. Let's Soul Rip. Use the flower to get rid of 1, 2, 3. Alright, now let's use this here. Do the damage. Give it some stacks. Confiscation again. Oh, should use Predators first, maybe. Curiosity. Let's get Adagio. Use the Adagio. Get rid of the Fatal Hunger. Okay, cool. Let me do that. With some more multi-hits. And the stacks are already gone. In this stage, you get to hit the boss, and it's per attack, hit is how many stacks come off. So if an ability uses, one hit to do the damage, it's 1 stack. If it's a multi-hit, it's like however many hits it is. However, extra attacks do not count. So unfortunately, Renoa is a little bit janky for this, unfortunately. But, we got there. So same thing, he uses this, garbage stuff here. So... do I have Forbidden Hunger? I do. So I do want to actually use my card here before I do anything, just in case I draw it. Which I did, so that's fine. Confiscation here. Cool. Okay, do this. And let's put it on this one. Get Curiosity. We make Curiosity it out. No, we get it. An Adagio. Let's do this first. Okay, we used it. Good, that's fine, actually. Maybe not ideal, but it's not the worst thing that can happen. Okay, let me do this here. Sure, I can Predator. This will do a little more. And I think I'm okay just hard casting these for the damage. Okay, so we get the algorithm there, which is nice. do a lot of damage. Pretty good. We also got like... So, I want to use this, but not with the dirt balls in my hand. I had to find a way to get it out of my hand and have this at the same time. Which is... maybe not the easiest thing to do, unfortunately. Okay, now it is. Now I can just mute. Now I can just mute all the bullets away. Okay, but now the problem is that I don't have any other cards in my hand to use it on. So, because the Adagio 0 is already 0. Alright, let's do this here. We can use it on this again. Let's... Sure, let's G-Cord. That's fine. We'll do this. Go 1, 2, 3. For those 3. Sure. Go boom boom. Hit there. Again, last ditch. Okay. Pretty good. Get this over proc. Let's start with Curiosity. Okay. Let's do this. That's fine. Okay, get the stacks. Get the stacks down. That's good. And here we just do the damage because he's gonna fill a hand up this turn here. So alright, here we go. I'm gonna use it now. Okay, I get this. That's fine. We can use it. It's free. Let's do this. Dodging away the hunger. Let's soul rip. Confiscation. Sure. Let's do this now. Use it on this. Cool. Hit that there. It's all well and good. Right. Okay. I think that's fine for here. Sure. So... Confiscation first. Alright, let me do this before I lose it. He's gonna eat a card up. So let's see what he eats. That's fine, just a bullet. And his amp therapy. Perfectly fine. Okay with that. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Let's go. Boom, 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 boom. Let's try to get all the stacks down. And... yeah, okay. That's fine. Okay, so stacks are pretty low. That's pretty good. So let's actually confiscation first. Adagio. Get rid of this. Cool. Now I can cheat forward freely. Let's do this here. So now I just use a couple of these. Actually use 3 of them. So I can bring back this, like this way. Because he only has 1 stack now, and I can... Oh, now he's no stacks. Because... what do you call it? I guess hitting him with the Eagle skill counts as getting rid of a stack. Okay. I didn't realize that. Sure. So let's mute and do the damage here. Okay, pretty good. Okay, so this is the last turn. So I have to try to do as much damage as I can right here. Alright, let's start doing this. It's flower. 1, 2, 3. Cool. Gonna dodgeo away a bullet. Go here again. Confiscation. Hit there like this. Okay, that's pretty good. Let's get an AP. You actually get 2 AP. I could have done all of this actually if I calculated better. Oh well. Sure. Let's go. Boom. I guess do this here. Okay. And then valid to clear that. Okay. Pretty good. And there's just some extra attacks. They get a cool little like hit there. Okay, you know what? Pretty good there. 726. Like, not the greatest, right? But I definitely think maybe with a little bit better RNG overall, I could push like 800, maybe 900. So, I don't know. I thought it was a pretty fun fight overall. And you see where we rank here. So 462, you know, not amazing, right? Not awful. Definitely using like kind of a janky setup. Yeah, just have fun with it. Okay, and you're wondering the team I'm using. So here's a Yuki. Here we go. And you see her stats right here. She is E3 because I did manage to pull a copy when I pulled on Chizuru. I actually, unlike the non-pity on the 50-50, I pulled the Yuki. So yeah. Now, this doesn't actually do anything. This third Eagle skill is like actually kind of pointless. So she might as well be E2 still. But yeah. So partner is Whimsicott. The save data is right here. You see, you know, not the best trinket, but you know, pretty good weapon. I had the fixed shield over here. 2 icebergs, which is pretty nice. You know, an epiphanized freezing blade. No outbreak of war / industrialization though. You have a vulnerable flash / you know, AP on the Prepare to Subdue and stuff like that. You also have the Ecstasy of Violence. You have 2 rabbits going on, so pretty decent there. Memory Fragments. Put damage in order, so potential right here. Pretty, you know, invested in, I would say. So let's look at the gear. No, not the greatest gear, honestly. Hold on, do I have another one of these? Yeah, okay, that's not. You know, just, you know, have what I have. There we go. Veronica. So you've seen this build before, right? Here are her stats right now. You know, unfortunately, a little below 50% crit. Unfortunately, Rosaria for the partner. Here's a save data we're going for. It is the Kowalski here. And we have the futility just for a little bit of healing. Not the best healing because, like, the defensive, you know, on the character is not really high. But, you know, it is just enough in order not to die during, like, certain fights. Confiscation for the AP, all that stuff. You know, this is just for basically drawing into other people's cards and stuff. Potential right here. You know, I've been trying to get this crit up. But, you know, but farming these, you know, very, very expensive. Unfortunately, so can't get all of them. Memory Fragments, if you see my previous video with Veronica, I believe these are still all the same, so you can just pause if you want to see all of them again. She's also E3 actually, so this is actually something that matters kind of. Like E2 obviously matters a lot, but yeah, she's also E3 here. The Tressa, who I just built recently, so here is stats right here. Unfortunately, I am just below 30% damage over time, which is very annoying because she gets, you know, a little more attack power above 30. So she's using Bria that I picked up from the shop. So the data I have right here is actually pretty good. So I'm actually kind of annoyed here because this card right here, Wander of the Void, I picked it up at the very last shop, and against all odds, it epiphanized on the last fight, right? Like, I mean, because if it didn't epiphanize, I actually had like more. I had like another card. I think it was another. I think it might have been another one of these, because I would have been at a, if this stayed base, because I don't care about the epiphany here. I only care about the initial skill. Yeah, this stayed at base. I would have had 3 of these, which would have been like, you know, very nice. But you know whatever. I did get the Shadow Reload though, which is pretty good. I have this curse here, which is, you know, whatever. It's a lead sometimes, so sometimes I'll be able to draw a card for free with it. I have the confiscation just to have it. This card is like whatever. Honestly, it doesn't matter. I was hoping I could get, you know, obviously, another forbidden card, but this is fine, right? It's like a lot of the teams that I've been using her in to test out with, I can't really use the 9 cost that well, so you know, it's whatever. This is a pretty decent deck. I did manage to get the orb and also the emblem. No wings though, unfortunately. That event still eludes me. Potential right here, you know, pretty pretty vested in, I would say. So yeah, there it is. As for Ray, her build is also the same as before. She's on Nyx, obviously. Here's a save data. It is the one that I believe I used in the first video with her, with a single, with the draw 3 algorithm. So this is a build that you guys seen before. Potential, again, haven't touched it yet. I don't really think that she really needs any of this other stuff here. It's like, I guess the attack eventually could be nice, but it's way too expensive for support right now. The memory fragments also, I believe, are still the same. Like this one I haven't even like leveled at all. So yeah, like shows, you know, really how much you really have to dedicate gear to her. So yeah, just a 2/2/2. You know, nothing really spectacular. Obviously, all the 4 stars are going to be at E6 here, especially because all 3 of these 4 stars have had like side banners, not side banners, but they've been like the upgraded 4 stars for the banners. So Renoa, see the stats right here, and partner will be a Janet. I actually kind of like Janet on Renoa. The crit chance is nice. Also, you know, getting like sometimes this actually comes up just when you want to spam the bullets a little bit. So the build here is going to be a similar one that you saw against the other boss. This one, however, has Mark on the evolver. I believe the other one was the draw build. So just do a little more damage there. Have the accuracy of violence too for even more damage. 1 confiscation, right? This one actually has the wings, which is nice. And it has this too, which I think is like the best weapon of Renoa right now. The trinket, I really wish though I managed to get the emblem on this build, which is really annoying. Like I have the other 2, but I just can't get like the full triple set of the best ones. Great flower actually for this build too. Discard 3, draw 1. Very nice. You know, I have the exhaust pitch black, so great setup here, I think, for this Renoa build. Overall, it is as far as actual, you know, build goes here, you know, pretty invested in also, like, you know, the full crit chance. You know, maybe I'll do this eventually. Also, let's do a little more damage. Memory fragments here. I believe this is also exactly the same though as before, as I still have not changed any of this, I don't think. So there it is. And the Nia, again, you have seen the build before, but in case you haven't, I'll just show it to you here. Here's the stats. Partner is Arwen. Save data is really double the total hunger is the most important thing. I do manage to have the tentacles of chaos for some bonus attack power, 2 adagios, the soul rip here, you know, 0 cost G chord, only 1 curiosity, which is unfortunate, but this is still a very nice setup right here. Potential, full out potential, mainly for the hello, there we go, for this here. Even though this really only matters in chaos, outside of chaos, like, you never really bother with this. So, you know, for all intents and purposes, I could have let this, you know, just stay as it is. Usually activate this, it only does little ones here. Okay, that's perfectly fine. But yeah, you know, don't really have to increase any of this now. The attack doesn't mean anything. I don't know why it's attack, right? Like, this should be like defense. Even if it was defense, who's going to spend 20 of these to do that, right? So, memory fragments, again, I don't think they've changed at all. It's no real need to. She does her job. She does it well. And again, obviously E6. Oh, also, if you missed it, the Renoa is at E2. So yeah, anyway, if you have enjoyed this video, please give it a like, comment, subscribe, any of that. I'm Wild Neptune. It's been a good one. Till next time.